you're with me, Rungtip Chonapalai. The Department of Special Investigation, or DSI, is preparing to investigate all 13 state agencies that were involved in the procurement of the contentious GT-200 and Alpha-6 bomb-detecting scanner systems. Their information will be put together with that coming from companies which are suspected to have been involved in rigged bidding processes. ThaiPBS Director General of the Department of Special Investigation, or DSI, revealed that the department has sent letters to 13 state agencies which procured the controversial GT-200 and Alpha-6 bomb detectors, asking them to check the effectiveness of the devices. However, only one agency has responded so far. The DSI will investigate all 13 agencies as the bidding process for the devices is alleged to have been rigged. The GT-200 scanners are known to cost on average almost 1 million baht each. However, testing of the GT-200s confirmed their ineffectiveness, managing to detect explosive only 4 times out of 20. Initial news about the effectiveness of the GT-200 stemmed from the BBC in the UK, which investigated the devices only to discover that their operation has no scientific basis. Many countries have since stopped using the GT-200 to detect explosives. British authorities have now started litigation against GT-200 manufacturer for fraud after collecting evidence for the last 2.5 years. Fugitive former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra said during a video link that Thailand will be returned to normality and he will have a chance to return to Thailand. Meanwhile, the People's Alliance for Democracy, or PAD, will protest against the reconciliation bill tomorrow. So far, Somsak Yesuranol, House Speaker, has not confirmed whether or not the reconciliation bill will be considered during the Parliament meeting on the morning of August 1st. Nevertheless, he indicated that he believes that it will be postponed. He said this is because, like the Constitution Amendment Bill, it has to wait for the Constitution Court's ruling first. Meanwhile, during the Pheu Thai Party's library opening ceremony, fugitive former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra said on a video link that Thailand is not yet fully democratic and that there is a movement attempting to end this government. Thaksin is confident that the truth will gradually emerge and Thailand will be returned to normal. Then he will have a chance to return to Thailand. The hand, foot and mouth disease epidemic in Thailand is showing no sign of slowing down, but all over the country, parents, teachers and hospitals are now better prepared. 15 hospitals throughout Thailand will be trained in polymerase chain reaction, or PCR, a method of identifying DNA, so that they will have the technology to detect the disease faster and with greater accuracy. Teachers and staff at preschools in the Mueang district of Yasothon province have taken the day off to clean the school, classroom utensils and children's toys. The children, meanwhile, are being sent to hospital for checkups, following advice from the Doctors Association in Yasothon province. Since May, the district has found 175 infected people. In Mueang province, which is adjacent to the Thai-Cambodian border, hospitals and nurses are providing checkups for all Cambodian children who may have been exposed to hand, foot and mouth disease. So far, the province has had 236 cases of infection. In Ayutthaya province, parents and guardians are taking their children to hospitals for checkups. They are worried about neighboring provinces such as Bangkok have had several outbreaks, but so far no child in Ayutthaya has caught the virus. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has confirmed that Myanmar's court has sentenced 92 Thai nationals who encroached into its territory to 3.5 years in prison for illegal entry and deforestation. 10 of the detainees are also facing charges for drugs and weapons possessions and will go on trial for their crimes tomorrow. Family members of the 92 Thais detained in Myanmar for encroachment offences have been waiting for the confirmation of Myanmar's verdict against their relatives. However, Commander of the 25th Infantry Unit, Colonel Phonsak Poonsawat, who is also the chairman of the Thailand's Township Border Committee, or TBC, said he has not yet been informed by his Myanmar counterpart that the prosecutions were completed. Colonel Ponsak added that even though the court has apparently made their final decision, the case result has to be reconsidered by the Myanmar government. Therefore, as Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra has already discussed the issue with the Myanmar President Thein Sein during his visit to Thailand earlier this week, the sentences imposed on the detainees might be reduced. In the meantime, the TBC continues to provide the detainees with food and essential supplies. When Myanmar first announced the country was opening its economy to foreign investors, the news was met with mixed feelings of caution, skepticism, and optimism. So far, the country has been expanding its economy to include not just Western, Chinese, and Japanese companies, but with Thai business too. I spoke to Dr. Thanisorat, the Vice Chairman of the Thai Federation of Thai Industries, who said that President Thein Sein's welcoming attitude could be an encouraging sign that new investors in his country working with the right man. Thanisorat, Vice Chairman of the Federation of Thai Industries, met Myanmar President Thein Sein on Tuesday. The president reportedly joked about how close the two countries are, saying that if China and Thailand are Myanmar's biggest foreign economic support, then Thailand at number 2 would be the last of the line. The president was joking, but is an indicator of the large role Thailand will be playing in this country's future economic growth. Already, several big Thai investors have signed up to invest in the agricultural and industrial sectors.
I think there's Myanmar now new opportunity for the Thai. After now I think that for the big company, Cement Thai Group decide to investment for the cement powder.
Right.
Cement powder. I think there's a more investment, more 10,000 million baht.
So more and more Thai companies going to invest in Myanmar.
Yes, and Sapat Group. Sapat Group is for the convenient product. Make to investment about 2,000 million baht. Yes, and more company such as such as the PTT investment in Thailand. More and more investment in Myanmar.
Yeah. So last, the project you think that is more like the President Thein Sein has the interest, the most interest. What is it?
Interest in the why project. It's the first of the topic. And he sit down and no more 1 minute talk the why project. He would like to cooperate with the private sector to support this project to investment.
After the Thai Rice Exporter Association forecast that Thailand's exports of rice will plummet to 6.5 million tons this year due to the government's pledging scheme, the Commerce Minister expressed confidence that exporting 8 million tons as targeted can still be achieved, and Thailand will remain the world's top rice exporter. Here's more.
Bunsong Teriapirom, Commerce Minister, indicated that the government is now negotiating with Vietnam, Cambodia, and other neighboring countries to sell rice using an alliance approach, and he said he believes that will allow Thailand to export no less than 8 million tons of rice this year, retaining the country's position as the largest rice exporter in the world. The minister said that although Thai exports of rice have decreased in the first 6 months of the year, the figures for rice exports per month remain high. Yesterday, the Thai Rice Exporters Association revealed the Thai rice export figure for the first half of the year, which dropped 45% in quantity to just 3.45 million tons. It further predicted that only another 3 million tons of rice will be exported in the second half of the year. Responding to much criticism over the government's rice pledging scheme, Bunsong urged all academics to try asking general farmers whether they are satisfied with the government's program. Surveys by the University of the Chamber of Commerce of farmers indicate that they are satisfied. The minister also confirmed that the government will press ahead with its rice pledging scheme and pledging prices will not be changed. The pledging price of white rice is 15,000 baht per ton, while the pledging price of fragrant rice is 20,000 baht per ton. Another 200 billion baht will be used for another round of rice pledging, which starts on October 1st and will last through next February.
Vietnam's National Museum of History display a map donated by a local historian who claims to have proved that China has no claim to disputed islands in the South China Sea.
Vietnamese historian Dr. Mai Ngoc Hong said the map was a 1904 Qing dynasty map of Chinese territories that did not include the disputed Spratly and Paracel Islands. Dr. Hong said he has one wish, that this map is made known not only to the Vietnamese, but also to Chinese people and scientists. The map clearly shows Vietnam's sovereignty over the two islands. He claims that there can be no arguing about that. Beijing is laying claim to the whole South China Sea, which recently upset Hanoi after the government-backed China National Offshore Oil Corporation, or CNOOC, said it was seeking bids for oil exploration in what Hanoi deems to be Vietnamese waters. Hanoi increased tensions last month by passing a law claiming sovereignty over the Paracel and Spratly Islands. Meanwhile, Indonesian Foreign Minister Marty Natalegawa returned to Vietnam on Wednesday for the second time to meet his counterpart Pham Binh Minh to try to find a diplomatic solution to the row. He said he hoped he could count on Vietnam's cooperation.
Where are the issues, including the issues to do with the East Seas or the South China Sea, I am sure I can continue to rely on Vietnam to be a strong partner, to be able to ensure the continued centrality and continued prominent role of ASEAN in the region's architecture building.
ASEAN Secretary-General Surin Pitsuwan said that the AEC will commence in 2015 as planned, and that an Asian Institute for Peace and Reconciliation will be established in November this year.
I think the issue is how specific member states would like it to be, and the communique came out, the draft of it came out, conflicting drafts came out in varying degrees of specificity, whether you're going to put any specific issues, specific parts of the South China Sea in the communique or not.
ASEAN countries are now all focusing on peace, stability and security in the region. Furthermore, the 45th ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting is also focusing on culture, politics, security, food and energy security and economics in order to further advance the bloc's cooperation ahead of 2015. Hugh Adams, Thai PBS.
Many others have fascinating stories about how they achieved their goals. Boxing champion Somjit Jongjaho is no exception. In 2008, he made his dreams come true and won the gold medal in Beijing. But his winning story is not without its losses as well.
No pain, no gain. These were the first words Olympic boxer Somjit Jongjaho said to the Thai public after he won the gold medal for boxing in the flyweight category. They soon became his trademark, a testimony to all the trials he had to face before victory. In the 2004 Athens Summer Olympics, Somjit entered the games with high hopes. He had already won a gold medal in the 2002 Asian Games and in the World Boxing Championship. But with so much pressure, Somjit was stressed and lost to Cuba's Yuri Yorkis Gamboa. He made it to 8 finalists, but he was overshadowed by fellow Thai boxer Manat Boomchamnong, who won the gold medal that year. His failure caused so much grief, he almost quit boxing twice. But with sheer determination, Somjit was able to cast off his failure and turn it to strength to train for the 2008 Beijing Summer Olympics. Sure enough, he defeated all of his opponents. But perhaps the sweetest win was when he defeated Cuba's silver medalist, Andres Lafita, in a clean sweep of 8-2. Finally, after 12 long years, his hard work had paid off. Somjit came home to an amazing welcome. He gained money, fame, and even celebrity status. The former Olympic champion is currently a movie actor. His story is a true modern fairy tale, reminding all Thais that hard work, determination, and a little stress relief can go a very long way.
And before we leave you tonight, a chance for a quick look at the weather outlook of the country. The moderate southwest monsoon lying over the Andaman Sea, Thailand and the Gulf will bring widely scattered thunder showers across the whole country. Residents in low-lying areas, especially in the upper north of the country, are advised to prepare for severe weather and the possibility of flash floods. Tropical depression Vincente has now been downgraded further to a low-pressure cell and is weakening as it moves towards Myanmar. And that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS English News Service. Thank you for watching. I'm Rung Tip Chonapalai. Have a good night. สวัสดีค่ะ